Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen. Today we've got for you about a little bit of a fight, a little bit of name calling or trying to insinuate somebody did something. But I feel like this is a distraction from what is really going on. So this could be somebody who is like deflecting. They're bringing up something from the past that you don't, finish yelling at them about something they've just done, or somebody is literally engineering an argument so that you don't see what is going on in the background. So a little bit interesting. Hello, Peggy. Good morning. Hello, Shanice. How we doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. This is a little bit. I hope that's enough for you guys. And if you would like a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. But we're going to start off with the situations deck and see what this fight is about. What else do we have? Soulmate. Similar, friendship, or romantic partner. Alien, telepathic, dreams and songs. And grip in the reverse. This is coming through as something your intuition is picking up on because of this alien card. You could be dreaming about this, or you just have this suspicion that something is going on. Now, this soulmate card, I want to stress, does not have to be about a romantic pair. This does say friendship on it, but this is two people that are close together in terms of understanding or knowing each other. And there's an argument. It's like, if we argue about this, then you'll forget about something else. Now, that you'll forget about something else could be the other person in that twosome, or it could be people that are watching. But this is like, oh, I can put on a show. So this could be somebody who is like fake crying, or, making a mountain out of a molehill, that kind of thing. Good morning, Michael. How are you doing? Hello, Voyager. Good morning, Key Controller. How's it going? So we've got today, present, now, and the moment. So this is happening the day that you see this reading. Somebody is rushing. I feel like they know there's an argument happening, and so they want to do something. They feel like they're free to do something. But we also have some manipulative energy. This is just... I'm going to need to take a shower after this reading, you guys. We got some manipulative people dealing with each other. It does kind of feel like there's multiple people that are trying to like win or do something that, people are expecting. So I don't know. I mean, I've definitely encountered people who talk about their relationship as if it is like competitive in some way. Like, I have to make more money than you, or, I'm going to make you jealous, that kind of thing. But like I said at the beginning, this could also be a friendship. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands in the reverse. I love to hate you and I hate to love you. This, whatever dynamic it is, romantic or not, this is, some days I think you're the coolest person in the world, and other days I would love to just like never see you again. It could be a sibling, right? We have the Moon and the Lovers. Okay. Well, it's becoming a little more clear there could still be those variations, but with the moon and the lovers, we're staging a fight, or we're making it look like we don't get along because we don't want anyone to know that we actually like to hang out naked. So this could be something that is generally discouraged, right? Like, we don't think you should be dating because you're still married, or you're still, that person's teacher. We can't let people know what's going on, so we have to make sure people think we don't like each other. This could be within a group of friends where they just don't feel like they should let anybody else know that they finally decided to make out. But this argument, this is fake. Or like exaggerated, right? The World and the Five of Pentacles. The problem is this secret friendship or secret love affair is not going to remain secret much longer. It feels to me like there is something that makes it clear this argument was an act or a show, or that these two people are in fact best of friends, or they are, dating, whatever, and people become aware of it. This Five of Pentacles makes me feel like that's when one of these two people decides, I have to make sure it's real clear to everybody that I don't mess with that person. Like, I don't want people making that assumption. Question is that real? Page of Cups or Princess of Cups in the reverse, and the Fool. Prince of Swords or the Knight of Swords, and the King of Wands. Okay, I haven't watched Scandal in a long time, but I did watch it a while back, like years ago. And that's what this is kind of feeling like. Very like dramatic, but like we have to like make sure people don't know that we're interested in each other, either because they work together, or one of them is supposed to be, a superior, something along those lines. But I'm going right back to it. I know I shouldn't. I know people might be picking up on the fact that we're hanging out, but yeah. Little sense of like irresistibility, or I can't stop seeing you. Princess or Page of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. Desperate to keep this illusion up, though. I don't want people to think that, we're together, or I don't want people to think that we're best friends. I guess you could apply this to a business situation, but I think it's more likely there is some sort of emotional bond here, whether or not it's platonic. Hello, Rachel. How's it going? Hello, angel number one. How are you doing? I'm sorry, my question made you mad, but I hope you still enjoy your day. Hello, CMS. I do offer personal readings. My email address is in the description box below. So, desperate to keep this illusion. They don't want people to know what's really going on. But this Today card makes me feel like something today is going to be difficult in terms of keeping a lid on this duo. This is the Pulp Tarot. Oh, I think angel number one is to answer your question, Peggy. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Peggy. Hello, Nathaniel. How's your day going? Wow, you guys, the first card out of this deck is also the Queen of Cups, just like the last one. And the Hanged Man in the reverse. I think there's somebody here who is considering whether or not they need to walk away from this connection, even though the other person is not thinking that. So we've got people that should not be good friends, or people that for whatever reason should not be dating because of how other people view it, right? Or they're overly paranoid about whether or not it's acceptable for them to be together. But we've got one person who's saying, basically, we can distract them. We can, maybe not see each other for a little while, but even though there's a little bit of risk here, I'm still intent on, or like determined to see you because I really like seeing you. We can keep this a secret. The other person is like, oof, I don't know, man. I think you're kind of on the chopping block. I don't think we can make this work. I think someone's going to figure it out, and that's not worth the risk to me. Hello, Aya. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Illuminati. Mine's going pretty well, thank you. Happy New Year's to you too. So this Four of Cups in the reverse is like, yeah, but if I don't reject you, if I don't walk away from this, if we don't, go our separate ways, people will still keep asking. The Four of Cups in the reverse can be about looking for answers, curiosity. So there are different responses from each of these two individuals based on the fact that they're nervous, their secret camaraderie is going to be exposed. Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords in the reverse, which is clarifying the Page of Swords in the upright. And the Ace of Swords in the reverse. In order to maintain this illusion or try to keep this partnership or duo secret, we have someone telling a bold-faced lie to multiple people or on like social media. And the problem is this effort, this like, oh, I'm going to say this and then everyone will just stop asking or everyone will leave me alone. They'll understand. It doesn't make it better. It makes it worse. Page of Swords is in the reverse. Notice this first one has that smoke billowing, right? It's like where there's smoke, there's fire. People were initially like mildly curious. And then somebody like over responds. They're like, well, guess what? You guys should just shut up because it's not true. And then people are like, oh, so you're saying you're nervous about it. Clearly you're hiding something. They do too much. And where they think now people will be like, okay, we believe you. Clearly you don't like that person. Now they're like, so we hit a nerve, did we? Hello, Justin. How are you doing? Hello, first time. I hope you're having a good day. All right, that's true. I don't need to. All right, so it just kind of feeds into that idea that sometimes when people are trying to avoid being caught by something, they will do too much with the cover up, right? And that's what gets them caught. Thank you so much, Aya. I appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, you can only take that kind of thing for so long, right, Shanice? And key controller. But they're distracted. Whoever thinks they can tell this lie and get people like off the scent, like they can't figure it out, they make it worse for themselves, perhaps because they're a little overly confident, or they feel maybe they overestimate their influence, right? So we've got the Hierophant, Six of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Wands in the reverse. So we have this initial disagreement, or we're not cool with each other, this fight, if you will. And then things get even more difficult because now we have the Six of Wands and the Knight of Wands both in the reverse. So this person who's probably used to winning or probably used to getting their way is now freaking out because everyone is talking about them. More and more people are beginning to think that this person was the issue, that whatever they're saying is a lie. So it's not helping matters because this frustration is making them more likely to misstep or do something that only exacerbates the issue. So this is getting out of hand quickly when somebody initially thought, oh, I can handle this. No big deal. I got this. Hello, Frederick. Hello, Richard. How we doing? Seven of Wands and the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, no. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So now we have somebody throwing money at this problem. Initially, it was, I'm going to use like social media, or I'm going to talk to people. I'm going to say my side and things will go away, but they're not going away. So now we have somebody that's like, okay, well, do I need a lawyer? Do I need to take out an ad in the local paper? What do I need to do here? They feel like they can buy their way out of this problem now. Ooh, not good, not looking good. Hello, Charles. Good morning, Carrie. How we doing? Yep, that's true. That is very true. All right. We're going to get a few from the Golden Lenormand. Partially because in my mind, I'm seeing the Tower. I don't know if this has to do with somebody's business or their connections or the fact that they are seen as well connected or like a pillar of the community, but it seems like this person has a lot to lose is what I'm getting at. So we could also see the mice. We've got number 1, which is the Rider, R-I-D-E-R. And number 21, which is the Mountain. So this is somebody who wants to take this problem and deal with it head on. They don't want to hide from it anymore. Maybe initially they thought they could kind of be sly or be like a little ninja about it, but now they're not really confident, which is why we have the money coming out, right? Why someone's like, okay, so what do I need to buy? What do I need to do? Ooh, Lord. I don't like this. Well, on the bright side, we got the whip, so you guys get to hear my joke. And I think it's kind of cool that the whip is clarifying number 1, because then we have 111. So that could be an important number. But I'm not happy at the message because it's coming out with the Scythe, which is number 10. And I'm trying to think of the right way to say this. This person does something in their free time that people would judge. An extracurricular, probably without clothing. And this thing that they like to do in their free time is something they were told they should probably stop doing, and then they didn't stop doing it. Because see, the whip can talk about punishment, right? But it can also talk about preferences. We'll put it that way, okay, you guys? Hello there, 17 Sun. How are you doing? So if you're new to my channel, the whip, whenever that comes out, I have 3 of them. They're the Lenormands, right? All of them have the whip, which generally is about punishment. I like to tell a little joke, which is maybe a little too appropriate for this reading. The whip. No, not the whip. The whip. No, please, not the whip. The whip. No, please, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. This person probably should have put the whip away. Oh gosh, this is like totally a scandal or some sort of concern over publicity. Somebody who doesn't want their personal choices to be broadcast. And hey, they're your personal choices, but like this person isn't really handling the situation very well. It's reactive and overestimates their influence, like I said earlier. This is the Kipper. Vanilla ice cream, huh? Interesting. And coffee? Is that what you're saying? I don't like coffee, but I can handle the ice cream. Thoughts and child in the reverse. So this is wicked thoughts. This is somebody who doesn't want their extracurriculars broadcast, doesn't want people to know who they're interested in or what they've been into. It's outside of a relationship though. Courtship in the reverse. This isn't, we don't think you should date that person so much as we don't think that you should be doing what you do with that person. So, I mean, I don't really see much in terms of love here. It's more of, like I said earlier, that love-hate connection. Which, yeah, we could like talk semantics and say, well, that's still technically love. But I don't know, man. If you don't like peanut butter and somebody tells you that chocolate peanut butter is the same thing as chocolate, would you not be like, no, because there's peanut butter in it? That's my analogy, and I'm sticking to it. Much like peanut butter sticks to your teeth. Almost. Oh, that's perfect, Michael. It's been a little cold, so the hot chocolate would work out. So we've got 9 of Swords in the reverse, Star in the reverse, 4 of Swords in the reverse, 3 of Wands, oofda, as my Norwegian family would say. Wow, okay. I thought I could hide this. I thought people would not talk about this. I thought I could deal with somebody that wouldn't talk to others about it. Whatever it is, none of this has worked. They wanted to keep this under wraps. They wanted to keep this secret. It is not secret anymore. They're freaking out because they don't think that there's anything that they can do now. They feel like they've gone through the different approaches and all of them have failed. I mean, maybe it's time to just tell the truth. I know, it's a crazy idea. 8 of Cups is like, no, I don't think so. The truth, that sounds like a horrible idea. It works. 8 of Cups, King of Wands. So because this person feels like they can't really do anything to control the press over this or avoid there being some sort of a scandal, now they want to stop seeing this person. Nine of Swords is clarified by the Fool and the Ace of Swords in the reverse. And I feel like this King of Wands, who is probably the person with the like power in the connection, right? Higher level as far as the power dynamic. They feel like, okay, cool, that's sorted. No big deal. Get it? Sorted, but also like sordid. This person is lying to the King of Wands saying, that's fine. Cut to a scene of somebody sweating bullets. It's not fine. They're mad at this King of Wands. But they say that it's not a big deal. So we could have somebody who has caught feelings or who feels used. We've got the wounded warrior. Like, I'll tell you that's fine. I'm not going to make a big scene right now, but I am going to find a way to make you regret that. So this is not good. Now we have somebody who feels like they've resolved this. The scandal's going to go away, but all they've really done is piss off the person who could like really, you know, sell a tell-all. Hello, Christy. How are you doing? I'm sorry you don't like my joke. It's just, you know, funny. But you don't have to like it. That's cool. We've got Temperance in the reverse and the Six of Cups. They think everything's fine. They think maybe I can gift you something or I can write you a check and nothing will be, you know, talked about again. But this is somebody who's acting as if everything is fine and they don't have to worry about anything, only to turn around and go make this situation worse for the King of Wands, probably out of spite or because they're a little bit petty, right? This is What's the News. How's it going, dude? I hope you're having a good day. What else do we have? Yeah. So there's chained and fuego. Underneath chained, it says codependency, unhealthy attachment, and weighed down. So there's one person who seems to be more connected than the other, and the person who is trying to walk away is the person who is, I think, less detached, and the person who is feeling more intense passion or wanting to like get back at this King of Wands is looking at their options in terms of like, oh, I don't know, can I talk to TMZ? Can I put this on my social media? Can I go on a podcast? They're potentially resorting to, how can I make money off of this? Numbing, self-medicating, addictions, and irrational behavior. And SOS, distress, act with urgency, assistance needed. I think the main draw on this card is the distress word, because we've got somebody that is basically convinced things are going to be fine, and then they find out, oh crap, no, it's not. They looked me in my face and they said everything was fine, but actually what they want to do is make things difficult, right? That's so true, Shanice. But if I like stop doing that now, it would, I think, be really sad. But that's just my opinion. Probably a couple of yours as well, but you know. So we've got graduation day, leveling up, lessons learned, acquired wisdom. I think this is our King of Wands. And then we have the blues, scared, heavy emotions, and mental distress. So our King of Wands feels like things are going to be fine, feels like they've avoided, you know, a more difficult scandal situation, but they're going to be, I don't know, maybe receiving a lawsuit or waking up to some headlines they don't want to see, hearing their story on a podcast. This is going to make them extremely upset, and not know how to handle the situation. So we've got honeymooning and light bulb moment. Our person who's upset or feeling like they need to get revenge on the King of Wands, they are in love and they feel like they need to do something to make the other person realize how much they love them, but I don't know that it's going the right way. They seem to have the wrong perception of how the King of Wands would react to things. They do something that they think will get the King of Wands back, but it really only pushes them further away. So there's a lot of potential for arguments here. There's a lot of frustration and people that are talking about other people's business, and potentially some lawyers making some great money, or maybe like PR firm. I don't know. I'm doing pretty well, thank you, dude. Hello, Jane Doe. How's it going? This is the Gilded Reverie. So we've got the key, which is number 33, and the magnifying glass, which is number 44. Remember, we had 111 before. And what's missing? 222. So I think this is somebody who's realizing that King of Wands doesn't want to see them anymore. And they still have these feelings, right? So they're lashing out or looking for a way to perhaps get some attention or even make money off of the situation because they feel like they've got the golden ticket. They feel like they've got something people want to know. So we could have someone, there's the tower that I was seeing earlier. We could have somebody that is approaching newspapers or like those photographer magazines and trying to see who they can get the most money from, because now they're switching from I love you, I want you to like be with me to, oh, is that how it is? Okay, well, I'm going to make you pretty upset. There's that 222. Well, 2 2s anyways. This is about a decision. So, okay, you decided you wanted to go to war with me, or you decided you wanted to throw me out. Bet. Let's see if you regret that. So this is not very nice energy. This is, I'm going to get you back. I'm going to make you regret leaving me. I'm going to find a way to, you know, make sure your name is in the news. They feel like they've got something that can really hurt this King of Wands. I feel like I can't get through to you. Please let me in. I've tried my best to move on, but I can't seem to let you go. This is the person who is trying to get back with the King of Wands and then decides they'll settle for getting back at the King of Wands. I'm upset and I need some time to cool down. Honestly, I pretend to be someone I'm not because being vulnerable feels uncomfortable. I'm not sure if this is a good idea. I'm overthinking everything. What will everyone else think? That's more on the King of Wands side. I won't stay for very long. I'm sorry. This is maybe the most perfect pair as far as the, what is it, an ellipsis? The King of Wands is willing to walk away. They don't feel as invested. They might have a pattern of this, and the person they've been dealing with, we could call them the Queen of Cups because they feel love, is very upset by this. I feel like an idiot for the choices I've made. I wasn't thinking clearly at the time. Why did I get involved with this King of Wands? I should have expected this behavior from them. And now here I am. You know, I can't even get them to respond to me. I just want to have fun with you. They were trying to keep things light and easy so the King of Wands wouldn't run away. But the King of Wands has run away, and that leaves them missing the King of Wands, wondering when they're going to see them again, if they're going to see them again. And the King of Wands is like MIA, like, oh, I've already moved on. I have so much going on in my life and I'm struggling to juggle it all at once. I need you. So the difference is we have one person saying, I miss you, and another person saying, I need you. I do feel like that is an indication that the King of Wands has objectified this person in some way, or looked at them as somebody that helps them in one particular way, but they're not thinking about long term, right? We've got, this isn't about you. I'm working through a personal issue, and yes. So it feels to me like this King of Wands may be trying to make things sound better with this person than they really are. And then their actions make it clear they have probably very little intention of seeing this person again, that they'd rather just like save their reputation and be very, very far away from this individual. But there's love coming from that Queen of Cups. This is the Golden Girls. Oh, that's cute. What else do we have? Seven of Cups in the reverse. Page of Cups. Oh, no. Yep. So this person who was dating or seeing or maybe just like hanging out with, they might have been friends, right? But there's an obsession here. Now they're like, okay, I've got information on this King of Wands. All of you seem to want it. So tell me what you're going to pay and we'll figure this out. They are looking for everything they've got on this King of Wands that they could potentially like monetize. It's like full revenge mode now. Nine of Cups. Ace of Cups. Judgment in the reverse. So while they were willing to kind of look the other way about this King of Wands in terms of some of their attributes initially, because they felt like they were falling in love with this person, they now are realizing messing with the King of Wands was never really a good idea, because they should have known that person's not going to be serious, or that person's going to feel like it's easy to discard me when they're done. This is fueling some anger and making this Queen of Cups decide, I'm going to teach you a lesson. You're not going to do this again. I'm going to make this difficult for you. So definitely vengeful and vindictive, but it's about information. Page of Swords. They're not interested in, you know, physical harm or anything like that. Thankfully, this is more like, hey, I'm going to tell the truth about you. You know that thing you didn't want people to know about you? So they're weaponizing information. Ooh. And it's going to likely spread on social media. So it might go viral. There might be like an interview or maybe even just like a screenshot, something like that. There's that King of Wands again. This person probably has Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in their chart. Otherwise, they might be famous, right? Because this is somebody who's used to being looked at, being sought after. King of Wands, Strength in the reverse, and the Lovers again. This is a little bit of karmic justice for our King of Wands. I'm impressed slightly because the King of Wands has never become the King of Wands in the reverse. He's always stayed in the upright. The problem that I think they're being challenged on right now is looking at people as people. You cannot just look at people as a way to get what you want. It's not a very good way to live your life. And this person has kind of minimized the impact they were having on this Queen of Cups to basically justify, protecting their reputation was more important. So this is a weakness of theirs. And if they want to have such a high opinion of themselves, they're going to have to address those weaknesses, right? So this is a little bit of karma. You shouldn't mess with that person and they shouldn't mess with you, but you're going to be the one that learns the lesson because of how you approached it. Now, there could be some karma for the Queen of Cups too, because they might have been clout chasing, right? All right, this is the Voyage of the Soul. What else do we have? Life is now. Answers, clarity, transparency, justification, and disclosed or bare. So I do feel like this information comes out, even though this King of Wands has done whatever they could to try to mitigate this or limit whatever information is going to come out. I don't think they can really stop this person because they just mismanaged it. They underestimated this Queen of Cups and mistreated the Queen of Cups. Enchantment and flow. Captivated, romance, charm, dazzling, fairy tales, and surprise, and flow. Breath, effortless, glide, easy, and calm. I do think things are going to get easier for the Queen of Cups, but the King of Wands is going to have to learn a lesson about being transparent or being authentic. Maybe some of these issues could have been avoided altogether if they had just been a little bit more comfortable in their own skin, right? Hello, Aqua Beauty. What's going on? I'm going to leave it there, but don't you worry. I'll be back for another one. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes and for the tip earlier. I appreciate that. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.